What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports here on the SEC channel at the voice of college football. We're going to preview the 2023 schedule for the Vanderbilt Commodores here in this video. Before we get to 2023, let's look back at 2022. Here was the schedule from 2022 for Vanderbilt. A surprise team really last year, going 5-7. You saw it right away when they beat Hawaii. You saw the way they played in that game. You could tell this was a different Vanderbilt team. Of course, they had a tough stretch there from Alabama to South Carolina, but then shocked a lot of people when they upset Kentucky on the road, then beat Florida. I mean, those were two huge wins, and they were just one win away from making it to a bowl game. Again, a schedule that featured Hawaii, Elon, Wake Forest, and Northern Illinois in the non-conference. And last year, they played, of course, Ole Miss, who they play every year out of the West, and also had to play Alabama. So let's fast forward to 2023. These are the games that they'll play outside of the division. Once again, they will play Hawaii, this time at home. They get Alabama A&M, Wake Forest on the road, and UNLV on the road. So yes, they're going to go out west and play UNLV. They'll play Ole Miss on the road this year, and they'll get Auburn at home. So they trade Alabama. This time it'll be Auburn, a much easier draw there. So let's go week by week and take a look at this schedule. They'll start off with that game against Hawaii. It'll actually be a week 0 game. So you'll get to see Vanderbilt a week early playing Hawaii at home. Then after that, they'll play Alabama A&M on September the 2nd. So another opportunity to start off 2-0. Then it'll be Wake Forest on September the 9th on the road. Sam Hartman is gone, but still Wake Forest probably going to be favored in that game, but maybe it's a winnable game for Vanderbilt. And then UNLV on the road on September 16th. So there's a chance that this team could start 4-0 and really build some confidence. And even beyond that, after that, they play Kentucky on September 23rd and Missouri on September 30th, both at home. So, I mean, it's not too crazy to think that Vanderbilt could start 5-1 or 6-0 potentially. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but the schedule does set up in a way that gives them a shot. And interesting, they play half of their games, 6 of their games, before the month of October. I believe Notre Dame also had this on their schedule. But yeah, half the schedule already over with before they get to the month of October, which is crazy. They do go into October with a road game at Florida. Of course, that'll be a revenge game for the Gators. Could be a tough one there. And then Georgia on October the 14th at home. And then they get their first bye week. So they get 2 bye weeks, and the first one does not come until October 21st. They get that bye week before playing Ole Miss on the road on October the 28th. And then it'll be Auburn on November 4th at home. So you're getting into that grind, of course, in the SEC. From Kentucky, Missouri, Florida, Georgia, Ole Miss, Auburn. That's what happens when you play all 4 of your non-conference games first. Then you're going to have all of the conference games in a row. So after Auburn, they'll play South Carolina on the road. Going to be a tough one there, of course. And then they get their other bye week, the week before rivalry weekend. So again, they have 2 bye weeks because they play week 0, but both of those bye weeks come late in the season, which is really interesting. They'll finish things up on the road at Tennessee. So you've got back-to-back road games there with South Carolina and Tennessee, but they do get a bye week in between those 2 games. So, you know, you look at this schedule, again, the first 6 games, it starts off pretty nice. I mean, they've got a shot. They've got a shot to get off to a really good start. You know, is it even possible that Vanderbilt could start 6-0, but finish 6-6 and lose their final games? I mean, that's what I'm seeing here on the schedule. But again, Kentucky, Missouri, Wake Forest, those are not going to be easy wins. Vandy will probably be underdogs in all 3 of those games. So I'm not saying that they're going to win those games, but they'll have a chance if they're, you know, just based off of what they did last year. They'll have a chance, I think, in those 3 games. And if they can get off to a good start, even 3-2, or I should say 4-2 or 5-1, then find another win or 2 late. Maybe, just maybe Vanderbilt could make it to a bowl game with this schedule in 2023.